Alright guys, the Tesla Cybertruck, it's nearly here, but we've got a bunch of new news within the last 48 hours. I've decided rather than making several videos, and you guys having to try and source and find all this news yourselves, I'd put it into one video. So here is the 5 most interesting things you may not have heard about that have been revealed or mentioned about the Cybertruck within the past 48 hours. Hello my friends, welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans, great to see you. Thank you for tuning in. All right, specifications. I'm sure you know what these are now, but I did make a video about the specs, the size, the difference between the F-150 Lightning and the Tesla Cybertruck. And also I compared it to the current standard F-150 and the Ford Ranger. To give you a quick overview, the Cybertruck is about the same size as the Ford F-150 Lightning. Pretty much the same dimensions, very, very similar, but it's got a longer tray. And the reason for that, it's got a shorter frunk. So smaller frunk, bigger tray. Much more interior space though than the Ford F-150 Lightning. That's one advantage that it has. But anyway, if you want to hear about all the specs and features and all the details of the power, pretty impressive power features, I've got to say. Towing is a big advantage of the Cybertruck. Plus, the actual bed load capacity is far greater than its rivals from Ram, from Ford, from General Motors. That's one big advantage of the Cybertruck. If you want to hear about and see all the details, I'll put a link in the description to my video. Even more recently than that, a leaked photo of the Tesla Cybertruck, it shows 3 power outlets. There is, I believe, 2 110 volt power outlets and 1 220 volt power outlet. So you can charge an EV, appliances in your home, camping stuff, whatever you want. Basically, it has the ability to do that. Vehicle to load, vehicle to grid. It appears to have both of those options. Anyway, this is probably the most recent story I've just seen. Within the past hour this has come out. Talk News says that the Tesla Cybertruck 300X reflective stainless steel exoskeleton turns a grayish exotic metal color when frozen. So how do we even know this? Well, somebody froze one of them. Well, not intentionally. Anyway, apparently the stainless steel being used for the Cybertruck is actually kind of a Tesla specialty. It's not just the same stainless steel used for the SpaceX rockets. It's slightly different. Anyhow, the properties of this new metal are not that well studied, but a picture of a frozen Cybertruck shows it turning a grayish exotic metal color. It actually looks a little bit like titanium. My bike frame actually looks very similar color to this standard normally. So yeah, it kind of has a titanium look when it freezes, which is pretty cool. In addition to that, the Cybertruck was spotted utilizing its 4-wheel steering to do a standing 180-degree turn. Basically, crab walk or whatever. That's what everyone's calling this sort of move these days. There's a few vehicles that can do this now, but it was also filmed drifting in reverse. That seems kind of insane. And doing some other kind of cool tricks. All right, one thing I think hasn't been mentioned by anyone in the media is that apparently the Cybertruck Factory, Tesla's factory obviously that's in Texas, Gigafactory, Texas. It's now making Cybertrucks for customer production. So the previous ones were possibly pre-release models. Tesla may sell them at one point in time. But apparently yesterday, Tesla actually begun actual legit Cybertruck vehicles that will go to customers. That didn't start until yesterday. The previous vehicles weren't actually customer vehicles. Maybe they'll go to staff. Maybe they'll go to special influencers. I don't know. But anyway, officially, Cybertruck for the millions of customers who have ordered has started. Production has started yesterday. All right, what else do we know? Well, this is kind of a cool story. Talk News also reported that a small army of Tesla Cybertrucks was spotted parked outside In-N-Out. So for some reason, there was a big gathering. In fact, I think it was 4 Cybertrucks were gathering at In-N-Out Burger, and this was filmed recently. I don't really find this all that interesting. I don't think In-N-Out Burger is as good as what people say. They say it's the best burgers in the world. Some people say. I think it's all right. Not too bad, but there's better. What is better? Anyway, let's move on. Final story here, but I think this could actually be the most interesting story. The Cybertruck will come with a powered frunk. Not that we knew it was powered, but it automatically closes or opens. So you can close it or open it wherever you are. That's kind of an interesting feature. It's not something that didn't look like it had that feature when I first saw videos of the Frunk. It looked like it was actually opening and closing manually, but it doesn't. It closes automatically. So that's kind of cool. However, The suspension lowers in park, but the UI will be the best part. Now, Top Gear have been testing the Cybertruck, and apparently their video will be revealed on the day of the release. So you'll be able to see that on Top Gear's YouTube channel, I'm guessing, probably, but maybe not, maybe TV. Anyway, we know the range, right, of the Cybertruck. It sounds incredible, 804 kilometers. So what's that? About 500 miles of range, nearly 500 miles. How exactly is Tesla achieving that? Well, the drag coefficient, that's how. Drag coefficient for a pickup truck is horrendous. I mean, the F-150, it's a brick on wheels. You can't do anything about it unless you cut the springs or put on your own suspension. Nothing you can do. But because the Cybertruck has air suspension, I think that's how you can actually get that range. I think that's how that range becomes actually achievable, by lowering it to its lowest setting. So it sounds like you can do that, and the car will also automatically lower itself when you park, so you can get in more easily. Right? Makes sense. In fact, I've owned pickup trucks in the past, and it can be hard for some people to get into the vehicle. You need side steps on them, and yeah, a bit of a pain for smaller people to get in. So that's one cool feature. Now, Cybertruck doors, will they open like Model X doors, Tesla Model X doors automatically? No, they don't. But they will have a feature like a capacitive button that pops them open. So you press the button, whether that's on your keys or on the actual handle, basically touching the door, and the door basically just pops open. So that's kind of an interesting feature that I don't think anyone else has mentioned yet. Another thing that's interesting is someone driving a Cybertruck, so actually testing it, they said, yeah, we all know there's a change to the Cybertruck's UI. But apparently they say the software UI will be the best part of the Cybertruck. They didn't say why that is. Information about the UI for Tesla Cybertruck hasn't really been revealed. We don't know much about it. But apparently it's vastly different and better than Tesla's current UI. So that's interesting. The user interface information kind of adds some intrigue and excitement, I think, about the reveal. I mean, it's not really much of a reveal now that we know the sizes, we know the power. I think we know the prices. 76,000 approximately for dual motor and about 95,000 for the tri-motor. But I mean, we don't know the full details, and there's a few little things here about the UI, some other features that we don't fully know either. Guys, I hope this video was useful to you. I'm trying to mention all the different news things about the Cybertruck within the past couple of days. And you know what? We're nearly there. The Cybertruck is nearly here, and when it comes, I'm going to guess that the news will be, less frequent. We can kind of all look forward to people actually driving the things and seeing what they're actually like on the roads. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.